The Arab billionaire stormed toward the glass doors of the luxury hotel, his tailored robe swaying with every furious step. His security team scrambled behind him as murmurs rippled through the marble lobby. Deals were collapsing, respect was questioned, and humiliation burned hotter than the desert sun. He was done here. Behind him, a single father stood frozen near the concierge desk, gripping his worn backpack. He hadn't planned to be here. His daughter had begged to see the fountain inside the hotel while they waited for the bus. Now, the child sensed the tension thickening the air like an approaching storm. The billionaire paused only to snap one last insult at the hotel manager, his voice sharp and dismissive. Years of power had trained him to leave without looking back. People usually shrank when he spoke. Apologies followed. Silence followed. Control followed. That was the rule, until a small voice broke it. "Excuse me, sir," the 8-year-old said softly, stepping forward before her father could stop her. The words were gentle, respectful, and unmistakably Arabic. Not broken, not rehearsed, perfectly spoken. The billionaire's foot halted mid-step, as if the ground itself had commanded him to stop. He turned slowly, disbelief etched across his stern face. The lobby went silent. His guards stiffened. The manager forgot to breathe. An 8-year-old girl stood before one of the most powerful men in the Middle East, her eyes steady, her posture calm, her voice carrying a warmth that cut through anger. She continued speaking in Arabic, apologizing not for herself, but for the anger he carried. She said that her father once told her anger is like holding fire. It only burns the one who grips it too long. Her pronunciation was flawless. Her tone carried wisdom far beyond her years. The billionaire's expression shifted from rage to shock, then to something dangerously close to vulnerability. "Who taught you our language?" he asked, also in Arabic, his voice quieter now. The girl smiled shyly and pointed behind her, where her father stood pale and terrified. Her father stepped forward, hands raised apologetically. In accented Arabic, he explained he had worked years ago as a night translator for refugee families. His daughter listened. She learned. She remembered. Language, he said, was the only inheritance he could afford to give her. The billionaire studied the man, then the child. Memories surfaced. His own childhood. A mother who believed words were bridges, not weapons. A past he had buried under wealth and control. The girl spoke again, telling him that leaving angry would teach others fear, but staying calm could teach respect. Silence stretched. The billionaire exhaled slowly, as if releasing years of pressure. He waved his guards back. People around them felt the shift instantly, like heat giving way to cool shade. He knelt slightly to meet the girl's eye level, something no one had ever seen him do. "You speak with honor," he said in Arabic. "And courage." He asked her name. She told him, voice steady. He nodded, then stood and turned to the stunned hotel manager. The deal was back on the table. Conditions would change, but not through anger. The manager nodded repeatedly, barely believing what he was witnessing. Phones discreetly lowered. Whispers erupted. The billionaire turned back to the single father and asked about his work now. The man admitted he was unemployed, doing odd jobs, raising his daughter alone since her mother passed. The billionaire listened, truly listened. Then he did something even more shocking. He removed his ring, pressed it into the father's palm, and said it was not charity. It was gratitude. He offered the man a position in his foundation, translation, education outreach, a stable future. Tears welled in the father's eyes. He tried to refuse, pride trembling in his voice, but the billionaire shook his head. "Your daughter reminded me who I was before power taught me arrogance," he said. "That debt cannot be repaid with silence." The girl hugged her father's leg, unaware she had altered destinies in a single moment. The billionaire smiled at her, not the practiced smile of deals and cameras, but a real one, fragile and human. Never stop speaking truth, he told her gently. As the billionaire finally exited the hotel, it was not in fury, but in reflection. The lobby exhaled collectively. People would talk about this day for years, about how power bowed not to wealth, but to innocence spoken in the right language. Outside, the father and daughter walked toward the bus stop as planned. Nothing about their steps had changed, but everything about their future had. The girl skipped ahead, asking if they could still see the fountain tomorrow. Her father smiled, eyes still wet, and answered softly, "Yes, my brave girl, in any language you want."